What's going on, America? It's your boy charlieinthebox, patriot and miscreant. What I'm gonna have in my box today is gonna be, if violence is at an all-time low, in the past 3 decades, it's dropped and it's holding steady. But whenever something happens and the news points it out, our government officials are quick to restrict or take away our right to keep and bear arms. There's more into this, America. Check this out. Today in America, whenever some crazy or terrorist goes on a shooting spree, the pundits and media and government are quick to react, to regurgitate all those talking points. We need to pass legislation now to stop this from happening again. But that ain't gonna stop it, because that's not the freaking issue. But as long as they keep pushing that point, the average person would relinquish that liberty to protect themselves. But if we as Americans would have heeded the warning of the framers of this nation and why they thought it was the next 2 points for the people to retain the right to keep and bear arms and to form a militia from anybody that wishes to come do them harm, I don't think we would be so inclined as Americans to relinquish that power if we would just know what these men said. So check this out. Sam Adams. Among the natural rights of Americans, first is the right to life. Second, the right of liberty. Third is the right to own property. These rights will never be secure if they take the right of the people to keep and bear arms from them. Our framers thought those next 2 points to make it the Second Amendment. They know that if the American people be persuaded with propaganda, they will relinquish those rights. So today, life, 50% of Americans abort their children today as a form of birth control. Liberty, we're so inclined to relinquish our liberties today for a false sense of security, it's scary. And the right to own property, shoot, by eminent domain or high-speed rail, they're just taking it away from us. But if we have the right to protect those, maybe it wouldn't be so easy for them. Thomas Jefferson. The strongest reason for the American people to retain the right to keep and bear arms is against tyranny within government. That came from the author of the Declaration of Independence. One of the guys that wrote the Constitution and these God-given rights, which is the Bill of Rights. If he would have known today, the Department of Justice, Loretta Lynch, saying that right-wingers are more of a threat to America today than the Muslim extremists, what the hell would he say? Hey, pick up that gun and protect yourself. How about if he would have known that in our army handouts today, the ones that are training our sons and daughters, our brothers and sisters, that it says that in the time of economic collapse or social unrest, they're going to re-educate some American people, and that's right-wingers. That's the same thing that the Stasi did and Hitler did. The socialist communists, whenever they disarm the mass public, a lot of people die. In America, we're no different. The framers wanted you to be armed, so don't lose that right. George Washington. Firearms stand next to importance as the Constitution itself. They are the American people's liberty, the keystone of their independence. John Adams. But a constitutional government, once changed for freedom, can never be restored. Liberties once lost will be lost forever. If they ever decide to take away your right to bear arms, America, you better get freaking worried. See, the talking points that they should point out whenever one of these mass shootings happen is what? It's the man behind the freaking gun, the terrorist or the crazy. But they're never going to talk about the terrorists. Why? When the United States government is shipping these people in right behind our freaking noses. And the media's not pointing it out. If we just looked at the media over there in freaking Europe and in Germany and Greece and Italy and see how all those Muslims are not integrating in their society. They're raping women and children. They're not going to conform in America. They're not going to conform here. It's a clash of societies. The second is the crazy. He's on some kind of psychotic medication. He's seeing a psychiatrist. All these kids that go and shoot up the schools, they're all seeing a psychiatrist. They're in some freaking drugs. But that's never going to be the talking point. Why? Because they need to get the American people, they heavily medicated on some kind of drug for every basic human emotion. You can't be too sad today. You can't be too happy. You have anxiety or what's going on? Here's a medication for it. We all seen the commercials, and what does it say? It has horrible side effects. But that's never going to be the freaking topic. Why? Because that doesn't meet the storyline. It doesn't fit their agenda. And their agenda is to take away and disarm the mass public in America. America, as its citizens, are one of the strongest army throughout the world. And in order for them to enact this world government, would they have to disarm the mass public in America. America is one of the last countries that have that right to bear arms, protected. So if you're not going to do everything in your power to destroy your life, liberty, and this country, you're going to do everything in your power to destroy all three. Charlie the Box, patriotic miscreant, and I'm out. Love you guys, man.
Oh my goodness, watch Charlie the Box before he's sent to a re-educational camp.